He's probably one of the most skillful lightweights in the world. I don't necessarily think amateur experience necessarily means you're going to be a great pro, but when you've been in those major tournaments under pressure, don't forget the 2012 Olympics in London was his country. You know, the pressure on his shoulders to win there was huge. So what you need to know is he won't buckle under pressure. If he doesn't win, it's because he's not good enough. But he's incredibly skilled, and what you're going to see is an incredibly skilled fight between two excellent technicians who can both punch, who both have tremendous speed, great footwork, a great boxing brain. I really think it's going to be a great fight, and you know, probably from the US fans, it might be not getting the build-up that, like in the UK, people are really hyped about this fight. They know how good Campbell is. We've seen Linares time and time again look outstanding in the UK. People are very excited about this fight, and they should be, because it's a good fight that Campbell has a lot more chance in that people are giving him credit for.
As we have spent the week with the fighters, there's been more talk about Linares versus Garcia possibly than this fight itself. How does that affect your fighters' morale, your own morale, and heading into this fight?
No, that sort of thing wouldn't bother him. It probably will bother Linares more, because everyone's expecting him to win. Everyone's talking about a Garcia fight. Different kind of pressure on this fight for Linares. Last two fights have been on our shows in the UK, sort of been booed into the ring, but he's sort of enjoyed it. He's been excellent on both. Now he comes back as an HBO headline fighter with all the pressure on his shoulders. Oh, he's become a pound for pound fighter. He's got to look sensational. Oh, Luke Campbell, never heard of Luke Campbell. Should knock him out easy. So let's see what happens after 2 or 3 rounds if he's not getting his own way.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And I was going to say, and lastly about Anthony Joshua, since you have been so successful with him across the pond, 80,000 seats, all these seats that sell out, is there any hurry to bring him stateside? I know a lot of fans stateside would love to go see a fight of his without traveling to England. Do you feel like that's in the distant future, or will you have to wait for a fight against Wilder to get that?
No, I think we need to have a fight in America, and you know, there's a big announcement tomorrow about Matchroom and America, and shows that we're going to be doing over here. So I'm excited for that. Anthony is involved with that. He wants to fight in America as well. It's a natural progression for any fighter who becomes a global star to box in the States as well. Not just the States, you know, we're looking at the Far East, the Middle East, Nigeria as well. He's a world champion, you know, he's not a British champion, so we have a great market in the UK, he's hugely supported, but we do need to make sure that we push the boundaries, go to other territories, and make sure that Anthony Joshua becomes a worldwide star by boxing in those countries as well.
Can we have a sneak peek of the Matchroom announcement for tomorrow?
No, but I think you're going to be surprised.
Thank you.
Eddie, real quick, how far away are we from a Joshua Fury matchup?
Well, a long way, because he's out of the ring, he's suspended, I believe, by the British Boxing Board of Control. He doesn't have a licence. He has a UCAD drug hearing, which is VADA in your language, which seems to be dragging on strangely. But we'd love that fight. I mean, it's one of the biggest fights out there in boxing. Tyson Fury is a great character. Of course, he had an epic win over Klitschko. But we can't focus our mind on Tyson Fury because we could be waiting a lifetime. So we get on with our business. If he does emerge again, great. We'd love to look at that fight. But right now, we're just focusing on the real possibilities rather than the fantasies.
What are your thoughts on that, his whole situation after he won the fight, all that stuff, he gained the weight, all the drug stuff like you mentioned?
Just different people. You know, the mind is a complex thing. You know, what makes one person happy might not make another person happy. Like, you'd think that achieving your dream of becoming the world heavyweight champion, becoming this star would give you a peace of mind, would give you happiness. But obviously with him, it didn't. So, you know, he's spiraled into some depression, put on a lot of weight, and maybe everything that he dreamed of once he achieved it wasn't quite what he made out to, you know, what he thought it would be. So I think he looks like to me that he seems to be in a better place right now, but he does have to get over these hurdles of drug hearing and the licence suspension as well. We want to see him back in boxing. Now, the more names in the heavyweight division, the better. He's a character, he's a quality fighter, and hopefully he can get back in 2018.
My last question, what's going on with Brooke? When can we see him again?
Hopefully December. I'm going to see him next week. He's got to move up to 154. Like, in my opinion, after the Golovkin fight, he should have moved up to 154. But he wanted to defend his title. He didn't want to be the one who people said, "Oh, you vacated to avoid Errol Spence." So he fought Spence. It was a great fight, but now he must move to 154. You know, he's had some bad injuries, but he still has some petrol in the tank. I'd like to see him move up. Again, all these divisions are so tough. You know, you look at 154, and the reason that he was staying at 147 is that's the big marquee fights. 154, you haven't got the big name fighters. You haven't got the marquee fights outside of Miguel Cotto. But you've got some excellent fighters. So it's a tough sort of to get yourself motivated, to fight Lara or to fight, you know, so because they're excellent, but they haven't really got the paydays that come with it. So, but I think we'll see him back in the ring in December.
I've heard you do impressions, man. How would Kell Brook say I'm moving up to 154 pounds?
Oh, he'd say something like, "Hey, Babby, I'm moving up to 154. I'm the special one. I'm ready. I'm ready, Babby." Something like that.
Thank you so much.
No
I appreciate your time.